Scientists at Christopher Newport University are investigating a marine mystery. Why are harbor seals flocking to Hampton Roads? WHRO has the story. It's a blustery afternoon as Lindsay Johnson and Rick Sherwin carefully walk around the concrete islands of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel. Johnson is an environmental science student at Christopher Newport University, and Sherwin is her professor. They're looking down to the rocky outcrops beneath the bridge, currently pummeled by strong waves, searching for harbor seals.
They can get hidden to the cracks, so it's hard to see them from certain angles.
More than an hour goes by with no luck. Then they see a silvery flash in the water. Rounding the corner, a dark speck appears on the horizon, then a few more.
One sticking his nose up right there, his head's out of the water.
They're seals, calmly bouncing in the bay.
They kind of bob around like bowling pins.
This trip to the bridge tunnel is part of a years-long project to learn more about harbor seals in Hampton Roads. Harbor seals started consistently coming here during winter a few decades ago, but their numbers have grown in recent years. Professor Sherwin says scientists don't really know why.
This is a new phenomenon. It's relatively consistent now. The numbers continue to climb, and they reliably use the same places.
The research project began several years ago with Michelle Bordeaux, then a master's student at CNU, interning with the Navy's Marine Mammal Program. The Navy was interested in monitoring how harbor seals move near its many bases and training facilities in Hampton Roads. Officials tagged some seals and set up infrared cameras to watch them. Bordeaux says she got curious about the animals' behavior, like what they do at night.
There's all sorts of questions that are unknowns about what the seals are doing here.
Atlantic harbor seals are adapted for cold water. They breed up in Canada and Maine and migrate south to New England for winter. But more have been coming farther south to the Chesapeake Bay. They haul out or lounge on eastern shore beaches and rocks around the bridge tunnel. Sometimes they foray down to Virginia Beach. Scientists have plenty of theories about why this is happening, like harbor seals being driven south by competition with gray seals, which sometimes eat their pups. Sherwin says climate change is likely a big factor, but it's not clear exactly how. Theoretically, warming temperatures would drive seals north, but maybe they're testing and expanding their limits.
When things change a lot and change quickly, it does provide new opportunities as well as challenges. And so this may be related to climates changing, but allowing animals, a small number, to do something that's different from what they did historically.
Bordeaux suspects sea level rise could also play a role by swamping some of the shoreline that seals use to rest. She says the best way to figure out what's going on is
just continue monitoring them and just observe patterns over long periods of time.
That's where Johnson comes in. She's taking over the research and starting to incorporate a citizen science approach. That's partly because the Navy's monitoring cameras are going away because of budget cuts. Johnson wants to collect anecdotes from people out on the water, like anglers and boat tour operators.
That will help get a better idea of where the seals are in the water and where they're going when they're not resting on land.
No matter the reason, it's a good thing to see harbor seals. They like clean water with plenty of food, and they seem to love it here. Catherine Hafner, WHRO News. Learn more about the research and how to report seal sightings at whro.org.